You're seeing this right now and you're with me right now because you've booked in a game plan session and you're even interested in working with us. That's why right now I want to show you behind the scenes and I want to walk you through how to solve the 4 biggest problems that I really believe, after working with thousands of coaches, are what holding them back, and I don't want them to hold you back any longer. I want you to walk away. I want you to know exactly with this, and why I want you to stick with me with this training all the way through is because I want to show you actually what's involved in building a successful fitness business. What are the steps that we need to go through to make sure that you're really earning the money that you want, you're being able to do the things that build a business that really give you the life that you want as well. And one thing I just have to make clear from the get-go is this is not a business coaching program. This is not a mastermind. This is not a course. This is what we call the system that we are confident and that we can trust that is going to be able to do the 4 biggest things that we need to solve for you right now. We need to make sure, and what I'm going to show you right now is how we actually build a business. So number one, you're confident that it's actually going to get you earning the money that you want. The first thing that I'm about to dive into in just a second is actually going through the process. How do we set up your business so that it is earning the money that you really want as well? Secondly, it's going to go into, well, what are the actual steps to make sure that you're getting leads? You're getting people to know who you are as well, and you're separating yourself from your competition. Then thirdly, how do you actually sign on clients? But how do you actually have a system that is bringing on clients every single week? And the fourth one is actually, how do you coach your clients as well? How do you do it so your clients get the best possible results, but also it minimizes your time input, but maximizes your profits as well? And I dare say, you know what? Let's actually solve a fifth problem. That is actually, what is the entire process to do all of that together? How can you be really confident that this is actually going to work for you? And that's why I want to walk you through right now. So let's go through one of the key parts of this, which is, what is a client worth to you? Now, on average, we say that a client is going to be worth $300 per month. Now, this is just average. Some coaches charge less, some coaches charge more. Let's just say on average, you're charging $300 per month per client, okay? What we say is a client is going to stay with you for about an average of 6 months. Now, some stay longer, some stay shorter. Typically, we say the recommendation is going to be a minimum client sign on with you for 12 weeks, and then can be month to month. But let's be perfectly honest, you really should have clients staying on average 6 months. You know, we have clients that stay with us for years and years, but let's say 6 months. Now, if you're charging $300 a month and an average client stays with us for 6 months, that means a client is going to be worth $1,800 to you. So every client you sign on, you know you're practically putting $1,800 into your back pocket. Now, this is really important because what we want to do is we want to make sure we can align, does the business model that you have actually get you earning the money that you want? And this is why I think this is one of the best times for you to build an online fitness business. I think this is one of the best times ever. When I started my online fitness business back in 2014 and I quit being an in the gym personal trainer, it was very different. It was very different. And I think right now is one of the best times. So I've made all the mistakes so you don't have to anymore. So if we go back and we go, right, if we have a system that we can confidently be making sure that you are able to sign 5 clients a week on, what we're being able to do is now you have a business that is generating $36,000 of sales week in, week out. So if we said from the get-go, hey, how much money do you want to earn? Because this is one of the first questions that we ask when it comes into a game plan session. It's so that we can then align the right model, the right systems, the right methods to make sure. So if you said, hey, I want to earn $300,000 a year, for example, we go, great. Now we know how many clients you need to be signing on board, how many clients stay on board, how many leads you need to get, how many sales conversations you have, and then we can't break it on down. We do all that math and that heavy lifting for you as well. So right here, you can see that we can go, right, what are the basic numbers, the back of the napkin stuff that we need to be able to do so that, let's say, you're earning $36,000 a week. And you're like, hey, earning $36,000 a week, running my online fitness business, Chris, that's really good. That's amazing. I want to do that. I'm like, dude, amazing. Let's actually make this a reality then for us to be able to go into it. So if we go into that process and we look at it and go, right, if we have a process of what does it actually look like to do this? So you're probably asking yourself, is this realistic? Is this actually something that you can do? And is this something that you can be confident that you can build up to pretty quickly? And that's why I want you to see behind the scenes of the other coaches. This isn't stuff that we're just making up. This is something that we're really doing. And I think a great example of using this model and having this set of steps is Callum, an amazing coach that started off not even being an online coach and then wanted to be able to become an online coach, but it actually started off having a 9 to 5 job that he dreaded, earning minimum wage. We got him to be able to use the exact same system that we'll be able to show you in the game plan session that got him to be able to do $39,000 of sales in just a couple of days. Like seriously, in just 2 days, using the exact math that we just went through right there. But now importantly, he's getting his business up to the 7-figure mark, working 4 to 10 hours a week as well. So if you want to be able to earn multi-6 to even 7 figures a year, and you want to be able to do it not having to work around the clock as well, I think this is really important for us to be able to do this. And I want you to have the confidence that other coaches just like you, using the exact same system that we have for you, are doing exactly that. And that's why we share so much of what is actually happening behind the scenes inside of the Coaches Cartel. What are the members actually doing, so that you can have the confidence that you're going to be able to do that as well. But one thing I want to do is I want to be able to actually share, let's go to the breakdown of how does this actually work. Now, this is one of the key components, is when we look at this, every successful fitness business has to do 3 things. You've got to attract in leads, you've got to convert those leads to clients, you've got to be able to then deliver results to those clients. Now, what we're looking at right now, right here, this is a map that we just went through. We call this the Genius model. This is the Genius model that I literally just did with another coach before recording this for you. And this is where this coach was at. So you can see on the outside, there is the authority content, fuel funnel, microwaving leads, the tribe builder, the event, automation, the launch, the signature system, and the recurring income. Now, we call these the 9 accelerators. And our goal is to make sure that you have these 9 engines in your business working. When you have green lights with all of these 9 engines, you have a business that is humming, and it's actually a real business. Like, it's a business that can work without you having to be there doing all of the heavy lifting, and it can be putting money into your bank account week in, week out. So in this situation, what we want to be able to do, and this is what we do in your very first week, and I'm going to show you what the process looks like when coming on board, so you can either just run with the plan yourself or we can help you implement it, is going to be a case of where are you right now? And that's why in this game plan session coming up, why we do this is because we need to figure out where are you, where do you want to go? What's the best plan? What's the straightest line for you to be able to get there? So you've got to ask yourself right now, because this is really important. Number one, do you have a system to be able to attract in leads? And then to get more finite, do you have a process to be able to put authority content out so people see you and you are able to separate yourself from your competitors? Are you able to fill your funnel with leads day in, day out? Are you then able to keep leads warm and moving them into your sales process? Then when it comes to conversions or the sales sides of your business, this is where we want to look at, are you building a tribe? Are you building a community? And is there a system behind you doing that? Then it's a case of, do you have the event? The event is what we call the thing that you do to actually make the sale. So are you actually making sales, making the amount of sales, charging what you want, that you really want to hit the numbers to earn the money that you want? Are you doing that with the system? And then we have automation, which is, do you actually have the technology and team behind what needs to happen for you to actually have your sales system working without you doing all the stuff? And then when it comes to the delivery, the actual coaching part of it, it's the case of, have you launched your programs? Do you have a signature system, which is the system that uses your genius, your flavor, your ability to be able to get clients results? And are you building recurring income? Are you making sure that your income is going month to month up and it's going to be stable, because it's not reliant on you having to make sales every single week for you to be able to earn money to feed yourself as well? So this is important to know, this genius model, because this is a big part of, do you have what is actually needed, as in the systems needed, the engines needed inside of your business as well? And this is where it comes to the next steps, to make it really simple for you as well. This is a process of what we're going to be taking through. And this is why I do believe this is one of the best times for you to build your online fitness business, because when following the process that we call the yellow brick road, okay? The yellow brick road is simply, where are you and are you following the path needed? So quite literally, it is our job, and this is why we do these game plan sessions, to know the exact next steps you need to be able to do. So let's just say, for example, you're in the section of 0 to 6,000 a month right now. We know, okay, great. We need to do the launch appointment ads, the taste test of the $1 million referral. Now, you're not going to know like exactly what these things are, but that's what we can show you. social proof builder, blah, blah, blah. It keeps going, it keeps going. We know that if you follow these steps, this is what's going to then take you from 0 to 6 to 6 to 10,000 a month. Then we have all of the systems, all of the processes. These is what we call the methods to install in your business that then take you from 6 to 10 to 30,000 a month. Then we have the next set of systems. You get to see what I'm putting down is then you have the next set of systems that take you from 10 to 30 to $80,000 a month. It's simply a process of following what we call the yellow brick road as well. But getting started, and this is really important, we call this the 10K money map right now. Because this is a process, and I know we've recorded previous trainings, and if you haven't seen the previous trainings going through this is going to be really helpful. If you have seen the previous trainings where we talk about this, still stick with me because it's still going to be really helpful. But you need to understand that this is why we can get you up and running so quickly. This is why you can do this. This is why I truly believe that this can be done for you. Because if you're a little bit hesitant right now, if you're like, oh, Chris, I'm not too sure. It sounds really good. Maybe it sounds too good to be true. Maybe it just sounds like BS. Maybe you've been burnt by business coaches before and you're a little bit hesitant and a little bit skeptical. Dude, I get it, and that's perfectly fine. And that's why I want to show you the secret sauce behind it. That's why I want to show you what the process is. Because when you go through these 11 steps, which is, look at number 1, we build out your program to begin with. This is where we're actually working with you. We're doing this step by step with you, and we're giving you the systems so you don't have to create them. We're literally taking all of the systems where we've built these successful fitness businesses and being able to install it into your business. Once we do that, then we can get a team member on board. Actually, someone that's going to take you through the process so you don't have to do the stuff that is going to bring in leads. Then it goes into being able to build out your coaching program that we call a business in a box. So you know exactly how to coach your clients online. Then it goes into how do you actually set up your lead and sales funnels. So I'm sure you heard of sales funnels before, but a lot of the time people are making it way too complicated, way too messy, way too unneeded, where we're going to give you the stuff that we know works in the health and fitness world. So you don't need to be able to try and make it up yourself. Then the next is we're going to go through and actually set up your software. Now, most trainers, to be perfectly honest, should not be in ClickFunnels, Active Campaigns, Zapier, MailChimp, all of the different softwares that you could be using to try and get your online business up and running. And that's why we use FitPro Solution, because it is the specific piece of software made for health and fitness professionals to grow their online business. And we actually set your account up for you as well, which is literally no one else in the world, quite literally, is doing what these 11 steps are. But let's keep this going so you understand. Next, going to write all your lead scripts and sales setting scripts so that you know exactly what to say, how to say, when to say it as well. Then it goes into setting up your ads. You shouldn't be setting up your ads because I'm pretty sure you're not a Facebook expert. And that's perfectly fine. You're a health and fitness professional. And that's why we want to be able to do that for you. Then it goes into actually writing the copy. So copywriting, the art of using words to get people to do what it is that is in their best interest, is going to take a copywriter that's professional, been doing in the health and fitness industry for over 8 years, and we can install that into your business as well. Next, we go into the actual sales part of it. So it's not salesy, it's not creepy, it's not sleazy, it's not something where it feels like, oh, this is icky. This is just genuine conversations of you being able to help people and you being able to do it in a way that actually gets people to sign on as your clients as well. And then the last 2 steps is making sure that you actually have a funnel and sales expert helping you through it. We literally get a funnels and sales expert to take you step by step through to optimize everything that you've set up. And then it's making sure that you have the help along the way so you don't get stuck. And so why I wanted to share this with you is because if you can see that if you follow these 11 steps and you're like, wow, that gives me the confidence that I know that this is going to work, then it's a no-brainer to take the next step. That's why I wanted to make sure, hey, on this game plan session, it's something where you just need to rock up, be ready to roll your sleeves up, have a pen and paper ready, and actually get ready to do some work and for us to be able to work through this process as well. And that's why we say, when you book in your game plan session, number 1, show up. Make sure that you show up because it would be a huge bummer for you to miss out on this. Secondly, we also have a no tolerance, no show policy. If you've booked in a game plan session and you don't show up to the call, we're not rebooking that in, because you taking a spot means someone else means they miss out on their spot. You know what? I believe in karma, and I don't think that you not showing up to a call that you've booked in is showing us that you've got the commitment needed to actually make this happen. And we want to be working with committed health and fitness professionals. So if you can't show up to the call, I think that tells me how committed you actually are as well. And then thirdly, when you do show up, do make sure that you're ready to get rocking and rolling. Be in a quiet place, have a pen and paper ready, and let's get actually to work for this, because I think this is a very simple process. We've done this time and time again. This is the science, and why I want you to get ready. I want you to be confident. I want you to be excited. I want you to be energized. I want you to be like, yeah, this is the time that I'm actually going to make this happen. Maybe you've been working really hard. Maybe you've been really like slogging it out, trying to figure it out all for yourself, and it hasn't happened yet. And if that's you, because that was me, like back in 2014, I was a successful personal trainer. I had a full book of clients. I was charging an absolute premium. I had trainers working for me. But if I could be perfectly honest, I was working around the clock in the gym. I wasn't spending the time with my family. I wasn't able to really earn the money that I want. And sure as hell, I was not living the life that I wanted, because I had to be in the gym training my clients. And that's why I went on the journey to building my online fitness business. And then I fell in love with the business side of things. And I started helping other coaches being able to do it and seeing their lives transform, for being able to see their businesses do such amazing things. That is why the Coaches Cartel was born. But to be perfectly honest, I made so many mistakes over the previous years. And now we've got it fine-tuned to us as a group of coaches. We are so confident that we're going to be able to do this for you if you follow the steps as well. So I'm really looking forward to connecting with you really soon. I'm really looking forward to hearing how your game plan session goes. And if you are a little bit hesitant, if you are a little bit, oh, I'm not too sure, you know what? I just ask you just to suspend that belief for a second and actually commit to what it is that is needed for you to build your business, just to get a taste of it, just to get a glimpse of it, just to get a little bit of, oh, I see that this can actually happen. Because once that happens, then you can actually start making it happen at the end of the day. Success leaves clues, and that's why I want you to know that by literally modeling the successful paths that so many other coaches have taken, what it is that we actually do, you can do it yourself. I think that's really cool. So make sure that you've booked in the game plan session in your calendar. Make sure you're ready to rock and roll in this session. I'm really looking forward to connecting with you soon.